Hello, my dear, and welcome to your more in-depth financial reading. Let me actually get the transits on here. I had them here a second ago, but I want to add some placements on here for you so we can get into things. How have you been? This month has been wild, but it's actually probably an awesome month for you because look at all these planets that you have in Scorpio. Now, wait till this transit thing updates so you can see where you're being hit right now and what's really going on for you. So, man, you are uncovering any gifts that you currently have in your DNA, in your lineage, that need to be uncovered in regards to your creativity and how you can better work um, through your business that you have online with property, with taxes, with using your innate psychic or spiritual gifts in order to make better plays. Now, I noticed several things about your chart. Is my music too loud? Let me pause this. This is my ADD music I put on because it's really hard to do readings without ADD music. So there are several things in your chart that let me know that you literally have all the skills that you need in order to accomplish your goals, but you do not like confrontation. Um, and you avoid competition so that sometimes opportunities and things that would be there for you that would make your life easier in some way are not followed because the idea of fighting for them just is not it. And this would lead you to a simple and pleasant life, but you would not achieve the potential of your chart here. Um, and you have karma, the asteroid karma in your third house, which means through communications. And when you are of service to people, this is where you will make your greatest income. It's very important right now that we discuss this because Venus, the planet of how you make your money, is conjunct your karma. You are now using this time to learn new ways to make yourself more efficient to be of service. There is something about what you do in the way that your mind works that gives you an advantage, and that's this. This is your palace in six. This means that you have an ability and a unique genius for working the day to day life. You would do very good with foreign trade, foreign real estate, anything that allows you to deal with money for people from other cultures as well. Um, with you having Capricorn here, this means every day you are working to achieve this. And that is what has been worked on for the last year and a half. Now, the financial part here is sort of getting better for you, the day-to-day work and what you're doing. And the planet you see of your unique genius, because you just had a return on that, is still going through that. You are still formulating a plan for what you want to do with your money, which is great because right now it's in your marriage house. So it's working on the partnership part, the contracts you have. Any restrictions and changes that are done with that right now are for you to prepare for this. You are being of service. You are helping people getting their stuff together in a way that is no, don't do that to me. Oh, here we go. In a way that is unique to you. Because with you having Leo in the second house, this means you are the manager, you are the brander, you are the person that is inspiring, you are the muse, you are helping other people get their stuff together and to guide them. And that requires you to use your fifth house of self expression. What I see here for you in your fifth house that may be giving you some blockage is that your Mercury, the way that you express yourself, is in the fifth house in Scorpio. This means that you don't necessarily say what you want to say all the time. You are sort of secretive with your thoughts. And you're about to have a return there. You see these lining up? You're about to get to the root of why in your childhood. And you probably see what's this patterns of this in your first child because of this. It's meant to be brought out of you through your children. Um, for why you started off like this. Because you see over here, this started with your family when you were younger. And I know this is a financial reading, but we have to get to the base of your psychological setup in order for you to understand what blockages are in you that stop you from your highest potential, because there is a root in your childhood and in your family. With this going on here, it seems that your family may have been a family that had a certain structure that you had to follow. With you having Mars and Scorpio here in the fourth, this means that whenever you got angry, you had to hide it. You weren't able to show your darker feelings or even your moodier feelings, just anything um, that bothered you really with this going on here. So you had to probably do things underhanded or sneaky when you got mad. But this actually leaned over to you expressing yourself. This means that you stopped saying how you felt because of that. And what this created was a block on your creativity because the fifth house is ruled by the sun, which is ruled by Leo. So your money is directly connected to how you were treated as a child and how you were able to express yourself and you transforming, because Pluto, the planet of transformation, in order for you to start reaching out and being your Sagittarius sun like you need to. Like how that just came together. So, with DNA here as well, it's important to know that this is a family chain you are breaking. That having to keep your creativity to yourself, that is what you have been sort of assigned with DNA and fifth. You are through you yourself and the relationship you have with your children, breaking the bindings of control that have gone on in your family for too long. You are learning to be more free spirited, to expand, especially with the son, the identity, the ego in fifth of self expression. That goes back to your money. So you are literally reshaping your personality, reshaping what you feel is okay, and moving away from being so secretive, because this is going to help you think through everything I'm talking about right now. But this is going to move over here into Sagittarius, and then you're really going to see what you have been thinking that you haven't been saying this whole time. That is literally holding you up from moving on to this other area of your North Node. Because Sagittarius, over here, where your sun is, rules this ninth house where your North Node is. You were being blocked on a spiritual level because see, water signs are your spiritual houses. So your Scorpio goes with your Pisces, which is a water sign, and your ninth house, where your North Node is, goes with your 12th house, which is the last spiritual house, with which is what where we see what Chiron, your wound in speaking. So that all just came together. You are not standing up for yourself and saying what you need to. You have so many good ideas and so many things, especially with branding and especially with marketing because of this Leo. Those are the skills that are given there. You have the ability to multiply. You see, this is Jupiter in 10th. This means your career has no bounds. As soon as you give this 10th house what it wants and sort of pioneer, you see, you have Mars here right now. This is the time. So whatever is on your heart and in your mind, this is the moment. Seize it. With you having your part of fortune, which is the sort of the gift in your chart, in Taurus in the 11th house. This means the groups of people you work for are typically rich. The people that you are related to are wealthy people, artistic, people that like to spend money, have a good time. And those are the people that you are trying to reach. You are expanding your market, especially with this Aquarius and eighth. This means you need to travel online. You need to connect with people online. You need to connect with other groups. This has to do with a lot of writing, a lot of speaking, and a lot of networking. With Uranus, the planet of radical change, currently in your 10th house, you might even be doing some new career things, stepping out into some things you never expected before. But that is actually over the course of the next 6 years, moving into your relationships with friends. This network is going to grow. It's going to change, and it's going to go from artists to intellects. But your network and everything that is going on right now is based on this North Node. This is the developer of the chart. Sort of like if we were doing photography and you had to go to a dark room. This is the fluid that makes your picture develop through your chart. Right now, what is developing? This house of self undoing, karma, leftover things that you have to heal. With this, working with this, you are working today at this moment through this chart and this conversation I'm having with you because my sun is actually 9 degrees Leo. My sun, I highlight in your chart how you make money. So literally, that is my purpose right now. And today, you are learning that you actually have to get to the end of the root of your feelings about how your words have value, how your mind has value. You need to start journaling or doing video notes or voice notes like this so you can hear that your ideas matter because you are the only thing in this life that can hold you up, literally. This is the things that hold you back. This not standing up for yourself and not speaking up for yourself are the only things that are stopping you from this multiplication, this great life that you get to live abroad and traveling and seeing things and to be well known doing it. You are the business person. You and your spouse are meant to have a business together on a day-to-day life along with traveling and inspiring people through your communication. um, you're a natural healer and inspirer. Like this is, I wanted to point out the fact that you have your ascendant here at 16 degrees Cancer. This means you are pioneering and you have leadership skills. You will achieve success abroad and in your country one day. And if you decide to go into science, art, or religion or religious reforms, that would be the greatest path for you because this is the path of what you came to do. This number here tells you the completion of or what the whole sum of this is. And that is what this is. You came to be successful in your country, in abroad, creating something new, leading something and making some reforms in the longer run, which is, I guess, even that's the North Node. That's even bigger than just saying, hey, what you do for your career now. This is your whole life purpose. Now, with your second house, 9 degrees in Leo, you came to inspire. You came to use your zest, sort of like the way I'm doing things now, having this conversation with you. This is what you're meant to do with other people, but about your business. This is the way you talk to them. This is the way you connect. Um, and through your own unique abilities, your own way, your own spin that you put on things, you will naturally attract the people that are supposed to come to you, being of service because of this karma hooking you up here. Um, with you having your Venus, which is the main point I wanted to point out here, because Venus is about how you make money and the best money. Now, with you having in Capricorn, this means that you make it for your legacy. You make it through your own work, through your own business, and pretty much self restriction and really grinding with your Venus at 26 degrees Capricorn. This means that you would be the type of person that possibly would not achieve what you want if you did not stop trying to avoid competition, because greatness is within your reach if you do not let the opportunities that are guaranteed to come at you because of this Venus pass you by, because of all the other things that are just not valid anymore. They were given to you because you would not have appreciated who you are and your unique thoughts without them being stripped from you. You realize that the cage of what you were taught to think is not exactly what you truly believed about this life. And that's what you came to do. With the South Node and Third, you came to get away from everything that you learned in your local area where you grew up and to create your own life in a new branch of your family. And you were going to kick ass financially as soon as you stop letting other people win. Thank you so much for this opportunity.